Okay. Well, this is me and my boy, and we just thought off the cuff we would, I thought off the cuff I would just talk to my boy about that first house. Wasn't it a beautiful home?
Yeah.
Didn't we like it?
Yeah.
It was so perfect, huh?
Yeah.
Our neighbors were nice too, weren't they?
Yeah, they were really nice, and Diego was the nicest person of all, my neighbor.
Oh yeah, your friend there.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to ask you a couple questions. Let's see. We had our trampoline up.
Yep.
And your fort.
Oh yeah, that I had to change the carpets out, put toys in it, wash it. I had to.
You did that just because you wanted to make it a neat fort, huh?
Yeah, and I even tried to make some stairs on it.
Oh yeah.
With the logs that were in the back of the corner.
Now what did I? We put the pool up.
Oh yeah.
That was fun. It took us a while to get that up, didn't it?
Yeah, it took like maybe half a month or more.
You're so silly. It took us a few hours, but we had to level the yard out and make it flat, didn't we?
Yeah.
Did Mama put grass in the yard? Some new grass?
Oh yeah.
Not the whole yard, but.
Yeah.
I put some in the front, and I put some in the back, just a little here and there.
In the back?
The backyard, I put a little bit right by the back.
Porch.
Yeah, thing. So, what area did I tell you to stay away from?
The back of the yard, because it had chemicals and
remember the ash piles.
The
right?
ash piles and
the ash piles.
Yeah.
Right. Because Mama was worried about those. I did try to hose those down a couple times, but it would poof, and I didn't know. Once I started worrying about what it really was, I definitely told you to stay out of it. Did you ever see our little animals go back there?
Yeah, I saw a tigre go back there. Yeah,
Coco got sick after the first week, didn't he?
Yeah, Tigre, she used to lay in the dead grass, that soft stuff.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he used to lay in that.
Oh, right next to the pile?
No, on it. No, on it.
That's gross.
Ugh.
Anyway, let's see. Oh, I want to talk about your body. How was your body feeling after we moved from Tulsa there?
Well, it feels like it was really, really itchy. I used to itch like everywhere on my body.
Where?
Usually ears, my head, usually my arms, legs, and pretty much my stomach.
Just everywhere?
Yeah.
What about your face?
I used to itch right there on my forehead.
Mm-hmm. He's got a little owie because he's a busy boy, and he decided to run up the stairs with his hands and feet. And
why did you have to tell him?
Okay, we won't tell him that you slammed your face into the stairwell.
Okay, now you just told him. Okay.
Hey, at least it's better than contamination, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Does it feel nice to be out of a contaminated house?
Yeah, it feels really nice. I'm not itching very much, and
just got some dry skin.
Yeah, this is a really nice home. There's like maybe some leftover wood that I could use for my other fort.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well let's talk about. Yeah. Let's talk about. Let me ask you. How did you see me change while we were at the house? Well,
your voice was really low, and you had to cough a lot, and so did I at the other house. But now,
yeah, that's right. You were coughing a lot, and Adley was like trying to get the stuff out, and his voice was really
and
weird.
Plus his nose was running.
No, his nose was really stuffy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was stuffy.
And your voice was like really low,
really
and
hoarse.
Yeah, and now
it's still hoarse, but it gets better and back, and I think I'm overusing it. All the people I talk to. How often from the time we moved in that house, how often did you see me on the phone?
About
the whole time?
About 50 times.
50 times?
50 times a day.
Yeah. Am I always on the phone still?
Yeah.
What do you hear me talking about most of the time?
I hear you talking about the lawyer, and we want to sue them about that house.
Do you hear me talking to people and telling them what happened all the time?
Yes, because you told them about me coughing and us, and
Well, hold on.
Dad getting sick.
Um,
All that.
Dad had to take Tylenol every day while we were there.
Yeah,
That's
he had some problems.
yeah. He was having to take Tylenol every day.
Uh-huh.
And let me ask you this: was I? I know when we first got there, we would take one day every weekend and just go out to nature. Didn't we have a good time when we left the house?
Yes, it was like way better.
Yeah,
At a
felt so free and stuff out of the house.
yeah, at the creek, that was really fun.
Mm-hmm. While we were going through that stress.
And I learned how to skip rocks too.
Oh yeah. Hey, let me ask you this: but when we came back to the house, was it hard for me to be happy?
No, but yeah, it was hard for you.
I mean,
Well,
yeah, you always know I love you.
Yeah, but
did you see me cry a lot?
Yeah, cause on the phone, cause you're so mad about a contaminated house, and it was like horrible.
Did you remember me going downstairs later on towards the end?
Yeah, where it's cooler, and you used to talk on the phone a lot.
And I set my little station with my computer, my couch, and that's where I ate. I slept. Did Dad bring me my food?
Yes.
And you didn't see a lot of me towards the end there, did you?
No,
because I was kind of stressed.
Yeah, but when I was sleeping down there, I heard that you were like really talking about it.
I know.
You talked on the phone a lot.
I know. Did you see me cry a whole lot?
Yeah, I saw you like probably about an hour of crying on the phone and talking to people. It was just I felt really sad for you to be really mad and stressed. So I tried to make you feel better, but
it was very hard, wasn't it?
It's really hard on us in that house. It was like really people got sick and
aren't we driving over there? We've driven over there a lot since we left.
Since
we left, just to make sure people aren't living in the house.
About 8 times.
Well, that's a good guess. Your guesstimations are usually way off.
Well, maybe about 7 or 8.
We've been over there more than that, but we've only been out 2 months, I think.
Maybe.
But well, you don't know. It's been about 2 months. Yeah, we go over there. Did you see me knocking at the door and make sure nobody's living there?
Yeah, at the night.
This is a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that was like. And it's about 38 minutes.
It's 30 minutes away.
Yeah.
But you saw me go to the door and knock, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you saw me go talk to the neighbors.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
so
was
they I want them to tell me that, if anybody's going in there to live. So I want them to notify me. Because the city is not, this is the part where you be quiet. The city is not doing anything about restricting these people from moving other people in. And I'm just disgusted, and that's Denver. And specifically Gene Hook with the Department of Environmental Health. His stand-in boss at the time, Bill Bennerman, and their boss, Celia, something or other. Nobody will do anything to go flag that home. The Colorado Department of Health and Environment, they won't go post the home either. Nobody will do anything to keep them from moving other people in. And so, do you remember, what else? Let's see. Do you remember how Mommy didn't have anything in the bottom of the cupboards at all?
Oh, yeah, you didn't have very much
scared.
Yeah, so it was like kind of leaking wood, I think, or acid.
No, it's the chemicals I was scared was in the wood.
Yeah, so you didn't want, you didn't want anything in the cupboard.
No, I know. We just had some, I washed out the top, and we just had a few things up in there. And we had baskets, you know how like my baskets with stuff on the counters?
Yeah.
We had snacks in the baskets and stuff like that. Let me see if there's anything else we could talk about. Mainly, I just wanted to kind of talk about your itchiness, and you were just itching all the time.
Oh,
And do you remember how mommy I'm just so tired. Well, I just want you to know, and I want the people to know how hard I've been working. Not only, I mean, my lawsuits, there's other people that are going to be sicker, obviously, and have gotten sicker, and have more medical expenses. We're still going to be checking in with a regular doctor and possibly having somebody look at my vocal cords, and some of that may be related to the meth stuff. But, you know, I want everyone to know it's not just for us, because we're not going to be suing for a whole lot of money. I do want to make sure that charges are filed and criminal charges pressed on everybody involved in the fraud. But so I'm just trying to say, I'm so tired. I'm trying to say I've worked so hard, mainly for the people and the other victims living in houses totally unwitting of what has even happened in their home. Various different reasons. Not everyone in everyone's case is going to be fraudulent, but my case, everyone from the owner on up to the state regulator was. But some cases it's just going to be the testers being bad that turn it into the city. And of course, but however it is that people are living in these homes that are contaminated, I've been working. I want you to know, everybody to know, I have worked as a full-time lawyer, research assistant, whatever you want to. I've been researching nonstop. I've been working as the Mile High advocate, and I came up with that a few weeks back. But I've been determined, and that's why I drive to that house, because there's nobody else that's going to do it. To make sure my previous house isn't going to be rented tomorrow by some family. Or if there is, maybe I can get them out within 3 days and let them know what's going on. But the fact of the matter is I've been working so painstaking on this, reading statutes. I read laws, I read statutes, papers. I've always had papers everywhere, huh?
Yeah, it was
And
like really
I've made
busy.
so many phone calls, and my voice has just been stressed because I talk all the time, don't I?
Yeah, your voice
Constantly
is
talking.
really low. Your voice was like
But I just want
completely down.
you to know that, even though I'm not getting paid for it, yes, this work is going to help us in a very small monetary way, comparatively speaking to how it's really going to help the community of Colorado. And we need to change some laws so everybody knows what risk. Everybody should care about this, because if your sister or your brother or your mother goes to buy a home, the Colorado Board of Realtors stands that they can't legally, they could be liable if they told the buyer that it was a previous meth lab, but don't worry, it's been decontaminated. But see, I have proof that the decontaminators are either negligent and fraudulent, and my case, the state regulator, but there's also my forensic man, Mr. Connell, has other reports of mentioning within these reports and other addresses how they've either done neglectful or fraudulent work, and Colleen's name is involved in protecting them because of some private interest that she's got going on. So it's not the first time Colleen's been accused of, because I'm definitely accusing her of fraud. Definitely, let's make that clear. I have proof that she has done things she's not supposed to do. And, but getting her out of the picture is just one piece of the puzzle. Anyway, I just want everybody to know, and I want you to know, that even though I haven't gotten any money from it, and I probably won't get paid from the people for doing this. We'll get some money back for some things we lost and some financial stuff, and some medical stuff, but I'm not going to be getting paid from the community. You're paying for me working for free for the people to expose this story, right? You don't get to spend quite as much time with me, and I try to be happy when I can.
So we want you guys to know that some people are dying because